been experienced in terms of bringing renewable energy systems on board, etc., are things around, balancing the grid. So if you look at it,
how to support the power generation of the constant, so much high proportion for the hydrogen. There are so many countries in our region. For example, just like I mentioned, Madagascar, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Botswana. Yeah, that's how it be, and the high cost. So for this way, we use
most clients. It's an issue of energy security. So if they don't have reliable sources of energy for their production entities or production sites, they then struggle with losing revenue, because if they cannot meet their clients' demands, it means that they cannot be able to gain that revenue. So they need energy security. Jerry touched on products that are green. So a lot of the medium companies that have manufacturing facilities, a lot of them are connected to municipalities. What we do know about the energy infrastructure in South Africa as a whole, and not to look like I'm targeting municipalities, I think just the energy infrastructure as a whole has not been maintained the way it should have been, but also there's different levels of demand now. How infrastructure was built, it was to cater for a certain population. Now things have drastically changed, so you find that infrastructure is unable to meet those demands. So you find things like what we call now load reduction. It still happens, but it's, for the layman's terms, it's really just load shedding. So clients or a lot of the times, because if I'm a sugar manufacturer, my business is really to produce sugar, so I'm not gonna worry myself about the legislation of building an energy plant for my operation. So that's when people that understand those levels and different elements to project development to come in and assist businesses to ensure that their projects are able to move swiftly, because just not even from a capital outlay perspective, it's very expensive with you going to try to build an energy center that is in contravention with legislation. But again, legislation, I think, is changing, but maybe not on a fast enough pace again, because there's always just this lag between legislation and what you can do on the ground. So those are some of the challenges that are currently available. Keen on different technologies. We are keen on taking a particular risk on newer technologies. However, the challenge always is linked to the funders, because those are the people with the money, and if they feel like that technology has not been tried and tested, then they are not going to put money behind it. So then it becomes a challenge. And again, we need to have financial institutions that are going to be able to take on these different technologies, take on a bit more risk, because if we are talking hybrid is not just battery and solar. It could be a combination of 5 other technologies. As long as they can be able to meet the client's needs, and as long as they can help in the South African context lower the carbon emissions and everything that comes with that. So yeah, I'll stop there for now.
Okay, so maybe I can give the industrial perspective on this. The technology, the attraction of a technology is not there just because it's solar or CSP. For us, the determining factor is the cost. If that technology is affordable, we'll go for it. If also it is mature. If you, for instance, you look at we have a decarbonization roadmap. There are a lot of plans that we have in terms of decarbonizing our energy system. But there are a number. The problem is that some of the technologies that are there are not mature yet. So we are hoping that with research and so on, by the time we reach 2030 or so, some of this technology will become mature. So for us, it's the cost and also the maturity of the problem. So the technology must be reliable, and then we can adopt that.
And diesel dependency.
Okay, so as I said, I think there is a drive. I think decarbonization is something that nobody can run away from. It is happening. The industry needs to adopt it. As ArcelorMittal, that's what we have done. We have adopted decarbonization, and we are adopting all the technologies that will help us to reduce our carbon footprint. It's not because we are afraid of to lose our customers or because of CBAM, or so, simply because we believe that it's the right thing to do. So I think the industry should not be afraid to adopt cleaner technology, and hybrid technology in replacing diesel is one of the options that people can consider.
From a developer's perspective, there's different types of fuels that are currently now available. Biofuels is something that could be looked at because they are considered to be cleaner. And obviously they have the other side where we are managing the waste part of it, because some of the issues that we are having now is waste and landfills that are full, so it becomes a bit difficult to manage that. So there's those different technologies that are available, and I think I'm going to have a discussion with Jerry after here, because he keeps talking about mature technologies. Can we just have a bit of risk also that is taken? Sure, thank you.